In simple harmonic motion, next topic is simple pendulum. Simple pendulum consists a point mass called bob and which is suspended from a light inextensible string. And if it is displaced from its equilibrium position and released, then it starts to oscillate. Here, the bob of mass m is attached with the string and suspended from the roof. And if it is displaced from its mean position, then it starts to oscillate about the mean position. This position is mean position of the pendulum where pendulum is at rest. And after displacement and on release, it starts to oscillate about the mean position. If we check the forces on the bob, these forces are, one of the forces weight of the bob, that is mg, acting in the downward direction, and another is the tension in the string, which is directed towards the point of suspension, and say this point is O. If we divide or resolve the mg in two mutually perpendicular direction, then the components are, considering angle of the string with the vertical direction is theta, the component of the sides with angle will be mg cos theta and another component will be mg sin theta. Now if we check the torque on the bob about the point O, this torque will be equal to the torque due to the component mg sin theta plus, and this is a vector quantity, torque due to mg cos theta and torque due to tension. Here mg cos theta and mg sin theta are along the line which passes through the point O, about which we are finding the torque. So the torque due to these component of the forces are 0, therefore net torque will be due to mg sin theta. And we know the definition of torque, torque equal to r cross f, that is the cross product of the radius vector and the force. Therefore, in the case here, the force is f sin theta and the distance of the line of action with the O is the length of the string, say L. So we can write it is mg sin theta into L. And by the definition of torque in terms of the angular acceleration, we can write torque equal to I alpha, where I is the moment of inertia, which we have already discussed in the chapter of rotational motion. And the moment of inertia of the bob about the point O will be equal to m, this is the mass of the bob, into distance, that is L square. This is the moment of inertia of a point object, point mass. And alpha is angular acceleration. So substituting the value of torque, we will have I alpha, that is equal to mg sin theta into L, and here I is ml square into alpha, that is equal to mg sin theta into L. Now we consider that theta is very small. Theta is approaching to 0, that means very small. In this case, sin theta is approximately equal to theta. So equation will become ml square into alpha equal to mg theta into L. And here one L get cancelled and alpha will become, and m also get cancelled. Alpha will be equal to g by L into theta. And equating with the standard equation for angular simple harmonic motion, which is equal to omega square theta, this is the condition for angular simple harmonic motion, we will have omega square equal to g by L, or we can say omega equal to g by L. As omega equal to 2 pi by t, or it is equal to 2 pi nu. Here t is the time period of oscillatory motion and nu is the frequency. Time period is measured in second and frequency in hertz or per second. So we can say that here it is root g by L. T equal to 2 pi by omega, L it is equal to 2 pi root L by G. This is the time period of a simple pendulum. And if we have to find the frequency, frequency will be equal to omega by 2 pi, or we can say it is 1 by T, that is equal to 1 by 2 pi root G by L. Let's take one of the question. Suppose simple pendulum has time period T1 at the surface of Earth and time period T2 at the height r from the surface of Earth. Then find the ratio of T1 and T2. We have already derived the relation of time period is equal to 2 pi root L by G for a simple pendulum. Here in this formula, L is the length of simple pendulum and G is the acceleration due to gravity at the position where the pendulum is oscillating. Here in case 1, object or the pendulum is placed at the surface of Earth where acceleration due to gravity is g. So T1 is equal to 2 pi root L by g. This is at surface of Earth. And in gravitation, we have already discussed that if this is a Earth and radius of the Earth is r and mass is m, then the acceleration due to gravity at the surface will be equal to gm by r square. Now, in second case, we have to find the acceleration due to gravity at a height r from the surface of Earth. We know, in general, the acceleration due to gravity at a distance small r will be gm by r square from the center of the Earth. And here this r is the distance from center to the point is r plus r, because we have to find the acceleration due to gravity at a height r from the surface of Earth. So total height from the center will be 2r. So it is gm oblique 4r square. This is the acceleration due to gravity at the height h. So substituting the value of the acceleration due to gravity at the height r from the surface, it will be 2 pi root L by, and because gm by r square is the g, therefore this gm by 4r square will be equal to g by 4, hence replacing with g by 4. So it is equal to 2 into 2 pi root L by g. And now the ratio will be 2 pi root L by g divided by 2 into 2 pi root L by g. And this 2 pi root L by g get cancelled. So ratio will be 1:2. This is the answer.